But yeah, I think esports is headed in a pretty, not great direction, I would say. Nice, good shot. I think a lot of it's going to be, like, you know, about branding and who's easier to brand with. And, you know, like, that's all fine and dandy, right? But, I don't know, there's something about it that takes a lot of joy out of esports, if that makes sense, right? Because then it becomes about not whoever the best player is. It becomes more about who has a better personality. And, like, I'd never, like, advocate for people being toxic or anything like that. Like, I'd honestly discourage any of that, but yeah. Being professional takes the fun out of esports. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, shit. The fuck? And it's like, I don't know, there's a sense of, like, there's just, like, a weird sort of pride when you give that to players, where it's like, oh, my personality is better than yours or something. And it's a very slippery slope, I think, because eventually people are just going to be like, I don't know how to really explain it. Like, their motivation is going to be different from the people that actually want to try to become better. Don't know about all that, but I don't know, Sides. I think it's pretty true. Must wear a suit? Yeah. No, seriously, though. A lot of the people who are playing, I think, most of these top-level games now aren't necessarily doing it because they enjoy the game. And, like, any game, when you start taking it more as a job, yeah, I guess job's the right word there. Any game that you start doing that in, it's going to, obviously, like, change your outlook on it, right? Like, you're not playing solely for the fun of it anymore. However, when you incentivize that from the start, it really hurts the community itself. Stupid noobs, true, like. Some of the most dull people get the most shit done and have accomplished some amazing things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And to incentivize personality over like hard work and dedication, it really takes a lot of the fun out of it. Your aim, man? No, my aim is terrible. I've been missing shots all day. My aim is absolutely bad. But maybe I just wouldn't want to be a part of something that incentivizes the wrong things, right? I haven't played in over a month. It's better than mine.
5-minute warning.
I think, honestly, I don't know why I really stopped playing. There was a time where I just stopped enjoying the game, right? Like, I was taking it way too seriously for what I was getting out of it.
Quad spawn.
If I'm to be honest, I have more interest in being a successful content creator than a professional player. Not that it can't go hand in hand. Yeah. And it's like, you know, that's fine. And I feel like that's a lot of people's, like, aspirations now. But to label them as professionals is when it gets iffy, right? Like, they're not professional... I'm gonna say the word. They're not professional e-athletes. Ugh. Where's a bar of soap? I need to wash my tongue after saying that one. But it's like, they're content creators. They're not professional video game players. I guess in a way they are. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a route that respect is going to be put in the wrong hands, I guess. Be involved with what you support. Exactly. And it's like, I'm not saying that a lot of these players don't support what they're involved with, but there's a part of me that's like, that just gnaws at the idea that maybe they're just in it for the money and don't really care about, like, the game itself. They just want to be, like, the next big player. And it's like, I have no interest in that. I just want to play the game I love, right? And I want to get better at the game I love. That's why I play Quake, right? I don't play Quake because there's money in it, because let's be honest, there really isn't. I think Quake Champions is it had its chance, right? I generally don't like to hate on Quake Champions, but I think it definitely had its chance at growing. And I think at most they can still salvage it, right? I wouldn't ever be like, this game is like dead. I'd just say they have to put a lot more work in it to get anything out of it. Especially with Diabolical on its way, they're gonna have to do some major revamping to retain a bunch of players. Otherwise, queues will actually slow so much. QC prize pool has always been piss poor. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't play this game for money. I play and compete because I enjoy it, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. At least not for Quake. I have my thoughts on where things went wrong, but that's a private conversation. Yeah, and that's how I feel honestly too, right? Like, at most, all I can say is like, marketing really hurt the game, but I'd never like actively go after like developers or companies or whatever, right? Unless they do some really messed up stuff, like taking out Cyberfight. You know, copywriting Cyberfight, which they did undo, right? They uncopyright struck Cyberfight, which, you know, I'm happy they did. But there was no way I could have seen Bethesda in the right there for those copyright strikes. Bethesda slash it. And again, it's totally, I wouldn't say that's why the game died, or not died, but you know, where it went wrong. And again, I have my thoughts on it. A lot of private thoughts. I know too much, I don't know. I admit to knowing, yeah. Tinker is a good man and I'll hear nothing against him. Exactly. Like, out of everyone over there, you at least know Bethesda believes in this game. Because if they didn't, the servers would be shut down. They would have been shut down a while ago if Bethesda didn't at least believe that this game could be moderately profitable / successful. And I think Sinker is one of the few people who are trying to like push this game forward, right? He's trying to modernize the series. And again, all these people go after devs, but it's like, what's the point of going after them? They can only do so much, right? Do you just expect them to work for free? It's like, they have to get paid too. And if there isn't a lot of like budget to go around, then obviously I wouldn't expect them to work on it. Obviously that's not how it works. But I get, that gets the sentiment across, I guess. It's like people were like, oh, fire sponge Sinclair, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, what? That's like the craziest, most outlandish statement I've ever heard. If you restart the game, it should be fixed. I'll try it. I'll try it. Could probably do it now. I think it'll reload me into this match. We'll restart real quick then. I think everyone has a little bit to do with the state that Quake is in, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think a little bit of it falls on it, a little bit falls on Bethesda, and I think a lot of it falls on the players themselves. Their live team is really small right now. I don't know. There's always rumors of Sinker being the only one working on it, but I don't think that's true, considering we're getting a new map. So, I don't know. Really, I don't really know how big the team is. If I could imagine, it's still like maybe 10 to 30 people, somewhere in that ballpark range. If you look at the credits, there's a lot of people listed. Saber no longer works on the game actively, I think. I didn't know you could scroll through this. That's pretty cool. But there's a lot of stuff here. Like, you have 3 people on audio, 6 people on characters, a lot of people on concept, etc. A lot of environmental artists. So, again, I think, and that also leads into the point, like, even if there were mod tools, how well could the community realistically fix this game? Most of the community probably doesn't have access to art as well as the team over at it is doing, right? Like, come on, no one's going to be able to put out weapons or maps like the quality that there is. The Pro League sets look pretty sick, I gotta admit. They did a good job on these. So yeah, I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I think modding would have been great, but I realistically don't know what people could have done on like a skill level. I just don't know. Yeah, these Pro League sets look sick.